kids warm. And I can't get the fire going. It's high pressure outside, nice clear morning. It's cold, my wood is dry, I keep it stored in a woodshed. Conditions should be ideal for lighting a fire, and I can't get it going. And it's getting late, I'm going to be late for work pretty soon, and I'm getting a little more ticked. It keeps puffing out in the combustion chamber there. So I'm sitting there, and I hear a little voice. We hear a lot of voices, eh? But I hear a little voice and says, Paul, you know what? You can't even get this fire going on your own. How do you think you're going to build this house that you're going to do? Trust me. And poof, the flame fires up. It starts going, and I knew that was God saying, you know what? Don't rely on your own strength. And I've tried to live my days and my life like that every day. Every morning when I go to work, I say, Lord, help me. I haven't got what it takes to do my job well. Help me out here at work, and do the same thing for afternoon shifts. So I've had this pattern going. And when we got the news that Henna was sick, I was... We'd actually sold that house, and we're building a new place to get out of debt and try to reduce our costs. And anyways, things were going really well there too before we got the news. We sold our house, things went amazingly there. A new lot just dropped into our lap at the same time. In 2007, I built a garage on the property, and then in March of 2008, I started running hydro into for the house. And normally in Sudbury there's about a foot and a half of frost in the ground. This year there was none. We just dug the trench and went through the snow. And in April of 2008, the footings for the new house were done, and we were starting to build walls already in April. By mid-May, the first floor walls were up. The progress was just mind-blowing. We're just skipping along. And then the news nobody wants to get was delivered after May long weekend. It was Friday evening. Henna and I had gone to the doctor's on Monday, and we were waiting for some follow-up and some news on what the doctors were researching there. Anyways, Friday evening, I'm on my way home with my son in the car, and our lot is only 5 kilometers from the apartment we're living in. And my cell phone rings, and I see the display. It's got our home phone number on it. I thought, well, a minute and a half from the house, I just let it go to the answering machine or answering service and kept on driving. 10 seconds later, it's ringing again. And I'm thinking to myself, thank God I was only using my inside voice. I said, this better be important. That's what I was thinking. But I kept it to myself. And my wife answered, and I said hello. She asked me where I was and asked me to hurry home. So as I rolled into the driveway, all these scenarios are going through my mind, wondering what's going on. And I walk in the door, and sure enough, my wife is in tears and my daughter is in tears. All these scenarios are flashing through my mind. Did my father-in-law die and my mother-in-law, what's going on? However, she told me that she'd just gotten off the phone with the doctor, who told her that he believes that she has cancer, that she has to come in for more tests. And I don't know if you've ever been into a real bad situation and things start to close in. And it gets all dark on the outside and you get like a tunnel vision type of situation happening. That's exactly what I felt. And at the same time, I felt like the carpet had just been pulled out from underneath our family. Nothing made any sense anymore. All this building, construction and all that, the way God was blessing there, it just didn't matter anymore. What is the point of that if I'm going to lose my bride? Before I let my mind go any further, I gathered my wife and my children in a huddle at the front door, and together we cried out to God. After some time we went to the living room. We'd called our pastor and he always at church. And he showed up and we prayed some more. I felt in my spirit that the anchor was set. And we decided that we'd continue building. We got the project halfway. We're not going to stop that. The situation in our apartment changed too. We got some tenants downstairs that were heavy smokers, and all their exhaust was wafting up into our apartment. So now I got the pressure on to get the place done so I can get my family out of there. Now I got to admit that each day wasn't quite as exciting going to work on the house.